what I'm going to do for calves. I do need to move this over to the other screen of this one. And move it closer so I can kind of see. Okay. Grody Bill. I still can't catch up on my sleep. I need to be able to track all my calves, and I can't find my calf list. Here we go. Okay, here we go. And that is too small. All I care about my calves. Lily is not a blood mage. She's one of the mystics. So Claire is here. So Day, Dandy, who's our next one? Harper, Claire, Meehan, Fern, and Omega. Darn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 7, 8. Okay. Oh, and Farhope. Oh no, Farhope's is a champion. So who do I have for calves again? Cool. I haven't seen Farhope in a long time. It's been a while. So my champions are 4, 5, and 6. So I want to go to the next champion after Gorvin. And I'll put Farhope as control 4. Frozen Shade is control 5. These are the less known ones. Blauring is control 6. Okay, so I set my champions. I still haven't set my last one. I don't see Poplar. Sycamore's not here. I do see Sawyer, and I gotta see who I have here. Is Sawyer in my cat list? Yes, she is. She's my plus. My plus 1. Whirly is finally here. There we go. She's 9. And also my Sherlock. Whirl. Okay, so I've got locked on Whirl. I need to share Day, share Dan, share Meehan, share Claire. I think that's it. Yeah, okay. I think I got him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got my 5 shares. Here, I wish I had my... I do have my dueling glove. I don't have my dueling glove. Wait, but I can find a kill. Always lower tour can start. Okay, so I don't think I'm completely set up. Way should probably be my number control 9. Which way is it? Which way do we go? I'll follow Gorvin. Follow the bot. So we're going? Yes, we're going. Cool. Follow the bot. Alright. I think you have to go through that one little tunnel tree. I got to clean these glasses. Ow. Yeah, me too. Oh, here we go. I think we'll go down and then right. Oh, no. Okay, we go down. Oh, okay. Then we go down here. Okay. So that's that PF. Thank you. I am now a punny clone. I am now I can't spot. I cannot type and run at the same time. This is the long one I remember. Now a honey clone. Yeah, it is. YLA. Ruh-roh. I lost somebody. Hey, which way do I go? Little help here. I don't know which way to go. Can't. I'm at the cams now. I'm not so sure which way to go. ILA. I guess I go this way. I guess I go around this way. I'm not sure. YP. Oh, I think I found you guys. East side. I think I'm there. That's west. Aha! Yay! I found you guys. Phew. I wasn't so sure I was gonna make it. You know, I get lost easily. Pink, thank you. Despair, despair, despair. ILA. Okay. Oh, this is that one we have to go like around and like the snake. This is the snake one. Oh, this is snakes now. Wow, I'm like, I would never have gotten here on my own. I've been here. I remember the snaky part. There we go. Kramer in Chief. Callie and I gotta put on my... What are my cats? I gotta put Callie on one of my cats. 6, 7, and 8. Oh, okay. I don't have my, Callie can be 6 things. I don't see Papa. Frozen Shade. I don't know how to use it. YP. YB. It's gonna hurt. No, it can't hurt. Why? Okay, everybody's falling if they need to. Oh no! Barho. Okay. Gar. Okay. Harper knows how to use them. Alright, so I guess we go in. You spell go in.
Ah!
Alright, here we go. Thank you. I get stuck all the time. This cannot be good. It is like magic. It's like riding a bike. You never forget. That's right. Where's Baru? There he is. Yeah, just like the mirror. I forgot about the mirror's another one you gotta get attuned to. It's a little bit different though. I forget if you have to just be dragged through it. And that's all you need. Oh no, you have to be, while the mirror is over a certain snell or something like that, you have to go through the portal. That's right, they have to move the portal onto the mirror. Then you go through the portal on one side and it comes out through the mirror, and there you, bingo, bada bing, bada boom, you have your access forever and ever. Get a Roth brand. Oh, this be the lion den. Alright, so let's go listen to Miss Whirlwind. Is she gonna tell us some lore? Who's Slappy Dium? Okay, she's a champion. Right now. I got control end. More, I need more. Okay, so I need to figure out who are my cats. Oops, sorry, Proctor. Didn't mean to get in your way. Yeah. Sunspire. Oh, that's where we're at. Okay. I will heal people who are sharing me. Triangle. Okay. Alright. Share right away. No. I've been here. There's like one thing that's missing. We're missing one of the triangles. Let's hope I don't slip somewhere. Alright, this is when we go that one spot. Alright, I want to hear what Whirly says. I'm like right close to her. There are statues on the north side, which I cannot really see. I'm trying to see them, but I don't see them. Okay, the south is blocked by an illusion. I can't, there's something there, but I can't make it out. Let's see if I can get in there and see it. It used to be right there. Huh. So once in, you'll need an FM to re-enter. Tart'targ is a powerful ancient. Part of our goal. Which if I can recall what it is. Okay. Yeah, she is addicted to shrooms. She specifically requested shrooms. She's also a bit of a bully. I thought we need to kill her. Spoken like a 2 BM, a true BM. Kill. It's brown with gills on the underside, favored by the org. So we have to go through the org cave. Panther tops, yes, Danblade. Fafnir calves, okay. They do have names. They're panther tops. Panther caps. Oh, okay. That's what they are. The next place we're going to be is Orc Cave, or we're going to be going is Orc Cave. Okay. Big old boost of ballast. So we have Lily Friend is a full mystic too. And she's here somewhere. But Ray is our dependable. He's pretty dependable as far as Connie Mosey's. He's usually there. Kevin can't get out as much, I think. What is that about? Hide from the blood, magicians, and mages. Any crimes against existence that may be committed. Please hide from the mystics. You'd think the Org Cave was home to bears, but you'd be wrong. Who are, okay, so we'll talk about who is, okay, Org Cave is home to the Org, who are intent on destroying them being what? Crimes of existence? No. The Orga. Oh, okay, that's right. Org fight Orga. Orga look cute. Orga look murdery. Although, Inu is a friend to the Orga. Yeah, Inu now is in line with the Orga. And we steal the babies as well, so Whirl's cousins can do experiments on them. Orga territorial. Periodic challenges to the Org strengthens their descendants. Yeah, it makes them stronger so they kill us quicker. They have magical abilities? Oh, maybe I'd rather be a friend to the Orga. I'd be peacemaker. That's gotta be a where am I? There's a trap somewhere. I'll come back over here while they go kill stuff. Let's get Jambi all the way up. She's easy enough. I'm gonna go sit over here by way where it's safe. Sit! Why would you powder BMs? A full of BMs. Are we bleeding them? I don't know if we're bleeding them. 69 for armor set plus gold and tin. Okay, that's what I need. I need an armor set because I just be too weak. And I don't want to deal with this biggie. Oh, baby orange. Which week? Inu forgot to eat. Sawyer. Sawyer, I'm all out of cages. No, do not harm the Orga. The Orgs. Okay. Okay. No. No baby's gonna get this. Baby Orgs. Check. No nom nom on baby Orgs. Check. But we don't have a cage. I have to remember to bring a cage next time. I don't know, where do we get? Forgive Emzo. If you get within their radius, yeah, we need a cage. How much does a cage? I've got the bucks for a cage, I think. I will feel slower. Dinger? No. Okay, so no cages. Where are the cages? Where can you get a cage for these puppies? Oh, baby Orga pups. Org pups. We're like a million conversations all at once. This is an unruly group. I'm not helping. Minimize Org death. Find mushrooms. Okay. I've got enough slots for that. Let me drink my mug of grog then. going? Alright, I just made pack space. Bats are mean. Don't eat bats. Bats would never jump on me. There's a bat. Why am I not healing? There's an org. Org. Orger. There was. Oh, it'd be Ted. Oh, no. They sure do look shroomy. Nothing. No shroomies. Trying to keep him alive, but it didn't work. Stay close to a mystic. Are you up yet? Yeah. Big one. Let me see. Oh wow. Where's Meehan? Ah, darn, Meehan was not. I'm going to do control F3. No, I didn't want that. I wanted Alt 3. Okay. No, I didn't set her. Alt 3. Okay, that's what I wanted. 2 wounded. Oh, not too bad. Not bad. Thank you. There's no, mushrooms. I thought Claire was supposed to be in there. Claire is, what is my, let me set my cats. Okay, so, let me get these all here. Nope, they're not coming up. Control C. Control D. All these dead little baby orgs. Oh no. Missing all those coins. No, I want the coins. Whirlwind here. Something up here, I don't quite understand. Oh, we have to go up this way. This be the path. Oh, I gained experience. Now if only we can get mushrooms. YP. Yeah, he might try to toke out on him. Okay, I'm not quite sure what's going on. I'm trying to get my... Okay, so number... What? Oh, this is me hand. N-E-H-D-A-N. Okay. I don't have any hand anywhere else. My wounds are severe. I have nobody's 8. Okay, so I've got some... I need an 8. Who can be 8? Who is somewhere near Jam who can be 8? Don't know. Maybe another mystic? Fanan? I'll make 8. Okay, so Fanan is 8. F-A-N-A-N. Okay, so now I need control 1. Those are my healers. So who else is on here with us? Is Darth Vader with us? Darth Vader did not make it. Harper is. Do I have Harper anywhere? I'll make Harper control 1. Harper, control 1. Okay, so. Sorry, I have to get my CAD set. Speed dial list. Clear. Control 2. Okay, I got Claire. And who is my last healer that I don't have on my list? Omega or Froome? Who? I think Omega, he seems to fall. No. Omega. I may be wrong. So control. Wrong one. Oh, not fine. Controls. Back to here. Control 3. Nope, Meehan is. Okay, control 3. Oh shit, not that one. Sorry. So, Omega, control 3. Okay, I got it. And I still have 7, 8, and another couple of BMers. So I have, who are my BMers? Ebb, Stinky, and Sawyer. So I have, who else I have left as BMers? Lawana. She can be, period. Control period for Lawana. Okay. And then, here. I don't have a 7. Lawana. Okay. Ah, I know. 7 can be Lily. Is she with us? Yes, Lily friend will be 7. A control 7. Okay, so who's last? Root. Oh, Root. No. I'll make him as control 8. Control Z. No, stop that. The root is going to be control 8. Oh, I don't know why I can't set root. How about... Huh. I don't know why I can't. fungal water seeps into your footwear. Ew. So we can make it. We can make our own. Does this mean we can plant our own shrooms? Now I'm going to keep mine. PP. Not me. I do science. I'm going to experiment. Yep. So I don't know if who are my cats? Oh good. Root is already number 8. Okay, so I got the whole thing. I don't have anybody that's a plus plus. Do I have any last BMer? I've got Ness already. Ness and Lawana. Any other BMs? Sawyer and Stinky. Nope, that's all of them. So I just need one more person. Oh, Fern. Cool. So Fern is my plus. Control plus. Alright, I have my list. Day, Dandelion, Mayhem, Guard, Gorvin, Callion, Jam, Fanam, Whirlwind, Ebb, Stinky, Sawyer, Harper, Fleur, Omega, Far, Hope, Frozen Shade, Lauren, Lily Fran, Root, Wayfarer, and then Nessie Lawana, my last 2 BMs, and Froon, the last healer that I can see. Kensington. Well, Kensington wasn't here earlier. So I guess this is Ord Cave. This is actually pretty cool. The order you build control time? Huh. So why did they need a catapult? Oh, Control Z. If the order controlled time at one time, why'd they need a catapult? Which we just got. Me too. So we're okay. It says since we don't see... What is this? They're talking about Orga's time traveling, but there's no signs of temporal manipulation by the Orga. They might have lost that ability. It could be nascent though. It could be like a what do you call it? Recessive thing. I'm creating some lore here. Yep. I bet you it turns one of those Orgas into a time traveler. Oh, look, there's one. Ah! Is Brisk on any of mine? No, I don't think Brisk was on any of my lists. I ran out of room. Shadow your light, the ancients used to turn org into Orga. So, so they just made put the cute little org. So how do they explain Bartok? Or Barty? What happens if you use your mystic time control ring on an org? I don't think anything happens. Not a cute little org. Counteracts the slowness. I didn't know they slowed us down. So much for don't kill him. I know, as I said. Nothing to see here. I missed it. Alright. Oh well. Oh, man. What is your ring made of if you can speak of it? She cannot speak of it. What do you want to bet? The ring. There can be only one. No, wait, that's something else. That's another lure. Wow, sure did lose a lot of balance. Are made. Oh wait, is that the bristlecone ring? Bristlecone pine ring? Let me whirl. So whirlwind is a mystic, human, female, sky mystic. Wait, it's a sky mystic. Huh. So she's got something different than some of the other ones. Let me see Lily friend. Lily. Lily is just a mystic. So whirlwind's a special type of mystic. So usual stuff is she does have a bristlecone ring. Connie has one of those too. Amulet of breath, parrot, radiant sun framing a piercing eye on her neck, shirt, blah blah blah. Yeah, she's got some sort of tattoos, triangle tattoos on her. Bent pine ring, bristlecone ring. What others, I wonder? I don't see her bent pine ring. If you play the ring at the output up near Animus. What is Sawyer doing again? Okay, so don't you catch a drake? You summon the, okay, Aeronoxus. Okay, different name. Same sprite. Those colorful little flying dragony like things. Which will take you to the monastery you call. Sawyer. The wind spirits will teach journeymen and full mystics. Yeah, if only one of my friends could figure out how to do that stuff, but nah. Please look find the most ancient of trees. Oh. As there were more isolated members. Oh no, I'm not good at solving puzzles, so I don't even know where to start. Alright, any questions while we're here? Did anybody find the shrooms? I want to know if we got shrooms. Okay, cool. That was the main thing. That was our main quest. It is? Was it Gar? I don't know who got this stuff. I didn't get them. I'm looking at mine and I don't have it. I do have a full water-breathing bandolier. We're going to finish our loop in the caves. Cool! Yay! More coins! Okay, something about... I'm not sure. Heart for hopefully if they did... Well, reality hasn't changed probably. Anyone has an empty bottle? No. Are you going to try to bottle them? Oh. Darn. She wants a sample of the water? Ah. Ah. It worked. I don't see it. We see nothing. Nothing to see here. Run along. See, there's nothing there, so nothing happened. Don't hit Stinky. Follow the Callion without hitting the Stinky. Nothing there. R. Rah, 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 rah. Rah, 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 rah. Gar, 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 gar. I just follow Gar now. I follow whoever's in the front. I wonder if you can go down there. R. Oh, don't hit the guy. Let's go over here. I'm backwards today. We need a backwards day. That's what we need. I should pray for that. Pray, can we get a backwards day? They'll probably just backwards me. I wait for everybody else. Okay, now I'll go after Jam. Oh, maybe not. I'll just get out of the way then. Ah! Oh, it's okay. I'm cool. I got my moonstone on. I'm not healing anybody right now. I didn't see that. I saw nothing. Where are you guys? I see nothing. I know nothing. I hear nothing. Oh. Oh, but I do see blood. I was gonna get the blood. Darn. No blood. Oh, Pugoigo. Let's heal the healers. I'm backup. I'm support healer today. Which is actually kind of nice. I don't have to worry about it. There's so many good healers. Who's here? Lawana? Oh, they already got it. Lawana up. Okay, so I guess they're going to charge up north somewhere. So sending in the bot first. I think they sent Corbin bot first. Alright. Hooray! It's a baby. We do not kill babies. Baby orc. There was a baby orc. I gotta watch it when I'm running. I'm just gonna stick to the stone so I don't mess up the... There's a baby. Come here, little baby. Oh, there's a baby. Come here, little baby. Look, it's a baby. Where did he go? He like disappeared. I gained experience. I don't know how. Did somebody catch him? I guess he did. I was just trying to catch him. I was just trying to tag him. Anything along these walls that I can slip into and get lost? Okay, we're back into the original chamber. Oh, we went around? I didn't realize that. I have no EPSs. I wouldn't know how to use them. Yay, in. Do they have to say where it is? Alright, let's get Brooke back up. Why? Oh, we're on Portal Island. Do not go into that. Do not go into the light. Okay, now we go South Estuary, I think. I am. Ebony. Yay. Oh. I'll skip that. I don't need another bell. I have to sit here and... I'm following Ebs. That's all I ever do is follow somebody else. Ah, here we go. Can't really roll. Why am I slow all of a sudden? There we go, back to normal speed. So we go South Estuary. Okay, far home. Wow, look at all those rowboats. That's pretty cool. Okay, bye, Lawana. Ooh, they be doing science on the baby org. Make it our friend. So, what did I... How come I have 7 slots right now? Oh, I know why, because I drank my grog. I'm ready to eat. I'm hungry. Cry, 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 cry. Right here. Sorry, Sawyer. I accidentally bumped you. I'm gonna go back to running with my moonstone. It's safer that way. For all the BMers. None. Who's someone? Can't move. Yeah, I'm pretty dead. Well, that's cool. I'm already dead. I don't have to worry about it. Alright. Oh, the potion? Proctor is the only debtor. Thank you. head eastward. Okay. Let's not run into that. That's what killed me last time. Harper is in my bag. Northeast. Oh, this is that place. Oh, look, it's one of those. North. North. YP. Now we go east. Oh, here we are. Dwellershire. East of Mountain Entry. Okay. This is the Mountain Entry. There they go, they're going in east. It must be an illusion. I'm queued up. Sachet. No sachets. I'm getting smarter about how I... Oh, shoot. Oops. Oops. Yeah, there's nothing there, though. It's like two-way. Can we go in? Okay, I was there. So I wasn't totally in the wrong spot. I was like, oh, I thought I went in the wrong spot. This looks familiar. This Tart'targ's place? Oh, yeah, this is that filthy place of Tart'targ's. Tart'targ's filthy place. Ooh, nice. Dingly. The altar. How do I get to the altar? I want to touch the altar. Who's she talking to? Oh, Root? Really? Poor Root. Root. Yeah, you're back, eh? Can we do a voice for Tart'targ? Should I? Tart'targ says, yeah, you're back, eh? Did Underfoot solve that problem you told me about last time? Okay, she's a bit southern. They're telling her news, not exactly. I wish I could do. Tart'targ looks surprised. Tart'targ looks unsurprised. So Whirl says she saw firsthand as did we all about the extent of the problem. It is not a problem she can handle alone. All right, well, what are we looking at? I'm losing viewers left and right. Oh, Harper, you can offer it to her. Y'all, we found some fresh panther caps. I'm trapped. Ah! Let me get back over here. Let me in, Bubbas. I'm broadcasting. I gotta get out of the way, though. Barely an hour. Stop that. Tree. So they're like an hour fresh in her time. What'd she say? Fresh like months old? No. Hours. Well. Oh, I got the wrong voice. hours. Wow. Now that is a surprise. I can't even keep the voice straight. Mushroom holders come forward. Not I. Pekoiko has one too. I don't see Pekoiko. Well, Pekoiko I probably need to move for. Go ahead, Pekoiko. I do. Check your pack, Pekoiko. I think. Someone told me he did. I think he'd know. Well, we have some anyhow. I don't have him. Not me. I do not have them. I don't know where they went. That's what I was asking. Maybe they've been nibbling the panther caps. Oh, Gar has one. Okay, give her the bloody things. Tart'targ giggles in a what she imagines is a charming way. I feel like I'm more like a horse, don't you think? Stinkface seems charmed. Ooh, Stinkface got the hots for Tart'targ. Harper not too impressed. It's like, ew. Yeah, see, Stinkface has appeared to swoon slightly. Ooh, Puddle B. Ella inquiring minds want to know, is there something going on here? Here you go. Oh, he's trying to woo her. You hear some 80s music in the background. So she's inspecting Stinkfist gifts to Tart'targ. Stinkfist gifts of the panther cap. So she's inspecting it. And Meehan, of course, says, only the best rooms. I don't know what voice I should do for Meehan. Harper watches carefully. Is Harper jealous? Gar hands his mushroom to Tart'targ. Delivered in a subjectively timely fashion. Of course. Tart'targ inspects the panther cap. Okay. And... come on, Tart'targ. Just like you asked. Ask. I gotta make sure I pronounce that K. Stinkfist gives a thumbs up to Callion and Harper. Is Callion jealous? Let's make this up. Oh, wow. What is going on with us? Inquiring minds want to know. So I don't see anything showing up. Sink feels really magic and good. Is this the shroom juice in my boot? Tart'targ smiles with deep satisfaction. Bliss. Oh, purity. Bliss, purity, something else. I forget what that means. What is it? I forget what it is. I gotta look it up. Yes! Yes! These will do nicely. Did I? It might totally switch the voice again. I don't know what her voice is, so I'll just kind of guess. Harper be sketching. Wait, I gotta pose. LL. No, LL. There we go. Tart'targ says the remaining panther gap in a hidden pocket. Arr! Glad they meet your needs. You're clearly very important and wonderful needs. I think he's being facetious. What were we talking about? Tart'targ takes the Tart'targ. Might as well be Tart'targ at this point. Stinkface takes a large rip from his moonstone bong. Wait, now he has a moonstone bong? When did he get that? How do you get a moonstone bong? Shadow Spring. What about Shadow Spring? Saving reality? What? Is more important? Is from your daughter? Huh? I think we have 3 different conversations going on here. Oh, yeah. Ah, yes. A gift. That would be Jam. Jamby's there. Cool. Really got its good points. Pretty blue stones. Shiny blue stone. Siegfried points Tart'targ to Jamboree. Tart'targ peers at the faceted sapphire. Jamboree smiles. With some weird background sound. This from underfoot? This from underfoot? That's better. She's old. So Meehan is nodding. Whirlwind says yes. Jamboree says yes. Alright, Tart'targ, now what? Ball is in your court. So, I can't think who's on the end there. Ends with a K. Oh, Brisk. That must be Brisk. Jamboree took very good care of it for her. For her. Jamboree nods. Kept it safe from all foes, including Stinky. And now we've given her all of our leverage. Let's beg for favors. Tart'targ holds it up to the light of her sunstone. Oh, can you smash them together? Mash up? SS with sapphire? Is that how you spell sapphire, by the way? Tart'targ tries to hide the coveting nature of her gaze. Ooh. What could see? Nice treats today. And then she'll disappear. Watch. She will walk away, take all just like they said, whoever said that about her. Oh, Fanan. Yeah, Jamboree also kept a close eye on the mystics, making sure they don't get corrupted by shadows. So, did you come over from some snacks? I could bake some muffins. I knew it. I knew it. Enum's not showing anything. I like muffins. Gar wants a muffin. We wouldn't turn those down, however. We did also bring news. Oh yeah, here we go. Bad news time. Bum 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 bum. All business as usual. Muffins are nice. I wasn't. Apologies. This is Whirlwind speaking. See if I can do a voice for her. Well, we could eat muffins and talk, says Meehan. Meehan likes muffins. Ah, muffins are great, says Stinky. Tea and smoke sound great. I might have some old mushrooms left over in here somewhere. I knew I was going to lose somebody. I lost somebody. Oh. Underfoot's best friend has an excellent point. What? Tart'targ stares. Possible 2? I'll take 1, possibly 2. Okay. I need something more than mushrooms. Might go make another set of eggs. That's no lunch. I didn't buy the chicken though. Darn. Tart'targ, would you accept this small practical gift from the university? One of my colleagues made it for you. Hear what she said. You sound like one of those wind spinners. Let's open up the gates again. So now she's muttering. Don't know why, but she'd be muttering. Yeah, gates are fun, especially when shadow stuff spills from it. Yeah. How do I? There's eye razors. Yeah, this is like, what gate is she talking about? Is it a shadowy one? Yes, if you get it wet, you should be able to grow some fine mold and shrooms. Oh, she gave her the bottle of the water. That's why she wanted the bottle. I know what she gave it. Yeah, so she can grow her own. That's why I'm hoping my shoes don't dry before I get back. Rooms are very cool. Stylish even. Whoa, who's moving the earth? Harper runs the university. She's very sincere. Or witch testing. So that's what Whirl says about Harper. She's Harper is our university president, I guess. Okay, Gates, you said. Yar. What is Sawyer talking about? A blood sacrifice. I'm gonna hide from Sawyer. A rift. A hole. Yeah. A rather fan says there's a giant rather large hole. Rift, hole. Tear. Everybody's kind of like throwing it all up. A gaping chasm of doom in the depths of Citadel or gates of the moon. And tentacled horrors. Can't forget those. My member was tentacles. So many tentacles. Beneath Pelaegia's home. Passage to the Shadow Realms, perhaps? Harper says. Creatures crawled out of it, Whirl says. Big hole? Tentacle thing? Gates of the Shadow Spring? Anything else? That would be it, says Harper. Stick is showing her doodle. I think I know what these are. Little stick figures. Like, shadow dogs. What else? Oh, and those penumbrages, or whatever they're called. Yes, penumbrages. Those are nasty critters. Riffs. As we killed the grasping horror, the cracks seemed to widen and poured out more shadowy creatures. So we get rewarded with killing the tentacly thingies by having more stuff thrown at us. That way, drown us and kill us all. Oh, the fate we met last week. Tentacles, dogs, ribs, anything else, or is that about it? There's clearly an opening to the shadow plane, says Froon. The shadows are manifesting. About it, I think. Really slippery stairs. What makes you say that? I think she said that about manifesting. Keep sliding down. Real dangerous. No rails. Okay. So I think she's asking what about shadows. Approaching the rift causes one mind to succumb to chaos. And Froon says those who got too close fell to the madness it brought. Oh, so it's like a mind thingy. And the shadows are pulling at the minds of our mystics, also sending messages in our minds. You lantern folk might do well to eat some panther caps to lose your grip on that particular kind of reality. Oh, reality. Is Penumbrix a creature you've ever encountered? Bright Frisk is asking Tart'targ. Tart'targ as Penumbrix? What's that look like? I feel it like a reality issue, says Whirl. Eat mushrooms and cross the rift. This is Sawyer. I think that's what she says. I agree with Sawyer. It has a lot of small heads, of big shadowy stars that turn into eyes, and heart. Radial symmetry, purple. Oh, they hit super hard. This is everybody just kind of speaking at once. Let's see what Tart'targ says. Okay. We got the... She go fall and die now. Kind of like a ball with ice dogs. With evidence says. Thing with lots of mouth and range like a star. Yarr, says Stinky. Ice duck anemone. Constantly shifting. That could be it, Tart'targ. Inside out starfish? What was that? Oh. Not To Infinity Beyond. It was his other movie. But yeah, that gross and uncomfortably accurate. Inside out starfish. That's a good one. Yeah, those little spiky thingies. More like a sea urchin, actually. We have sea urchins here? Oh, yeah. Tart'targ squints around the room. Some of yas. Help if I can hear half the room. Yeah, you gotta get closer. That's why I'm here. Want to go there. Another of you wants to close it up. Oh, yeah, that's right. Stinky wants to go through it. I think he's looking to feed it to the blood pool. Who wants to go there? BM's on a mission. I wish I could heal across. It's to close a rift. Yeah. Uh, why am I getting the sound of daytime? We've seen rips outside the Citadel. Tart'targ points over the stone table at Clur. Okay. Harper has never heard Clur say so many words at one time in the decades she has known him. That doesn't sound like a consensus. Foon isn't up for going through it. I go with the tide. I would like to go look inside for viewership. If you do nothing. What did she just say? The gates will surely open by themselves. The good news for that young lad in blue is that if you do nothing, the gates will surely open by themselves. Tart'targ snickers a stink fizz. That works. Let's see what's behind. What will speed it up? For the rest of ya? Wow, Claire's really pushing for the end of the world. What about the rest of us? How do you know? I want some more. I need some more viewers. I have one right now. I need more. I'm trying to level up. Oh well. Fixing it, speeding it up. Toss me into it. Toss Inu into it. That should do it. Should just ask somebody to chain her around and take her on a tour. That's what'll work. I'll just ask them, can you chain me around, take me on a tour? Or like, take me on a tour, just move me around the place. Either way, you'd want to gather as much energy as you could. What does she mean by energy? She about sunstones? So we have to charge our stones? You wouldn't happen to know if there are others that live in the shadow plane. Sun and moon, I presume. So he's trying to figure out. Stinky is asking what kind of energy was she talking about. So could we get more moonstones? Moon, yes, and especially sun. Okay, so those are those, doggone, we gotta get more sun crystals. So, darn. Those were the shadow visions. They want the sunstone. There are other machines. If you could find a way to them, they might still be awakened. Other machines, she said. How would we? Okay, I can see this is the next part of the lore trips. We have found quite a few, but they don't work. What is feed sunstones to them? I feel like the little cumes. Where I know cumes have to feed ethicals too, or ethicals. I don't know how you say it. I don't know if you have to feed sunstones to them. The doors east of the main fighter one has been locked. Tart'targ, what can you tell us about the darkness? I felt around there and I've seen your work, if you can call it that, in my cave. Mets? What is a Mets? She's probably wondering. He probably calls it something else. All these newfangled names with newfangled exiles have for things that Tart'targ probably doesn't even know about. Tart'targ clears her throat. If you wait for machines, That will hasten the whole. Oh, I can just see Claire leading groups. They go make the whole. Go away. Yes, yes. I was getting to that. Waking machines hastens holes. Lovely. We've been waking those machines all this time. So that's why we have all these shadow stuff. The more we try to open up these charges. An old friend of mine. One of the, Marsh Hermit. One of the Undermarsh folk. A restless soul. Knew more about seals than anyone else in the lands. What is that dude's name? The Undermarsh. We've been there. So how do we get him to talk to about? How do we get him to talk to us about the seals? I wonder if there's a specific order. That'd be... I wonder if there's a specific... Kefrain got a name. Tart'targ. We haven't met Tart'targ. Some of the children called her Milk Nathaniel. In the monastery she went by Orchid. Does she have TB? It's still just making us all sick. I don't know if I have my shots. I've had all my... Do we have shots here? But she left the monasteries years ago. Never stuck with one creed for long. So we're talking about looking for a chick named Mealy Prentice or Orchid. So who knows what name she's going by now. She's probably got another name depending on where she's at. Something about learning glyphs. So, those glyphs that our translators. China changed her name for kimchi recently. Orchid, nice. She's a priestess on Go Away. So, though there was a wind spinner in Go Away. Might be. We haven't exchanged letters lately. Oh, we can take a letter, can't we? Yeah, this is your opportunity. Take a letter. This will be the quest. Tart'targ gives a letter to give to this thing that Tart'targ looks again at Claire sharply. Ooh. I said we go find her. She could catch up. She can introduce us. Say we're good. Vouch for us. Shadows are no trifle. Hey, good. Stinky will carry the letter. Ooh. Claire be throwing shade at Tart'targ. Let's see what they got. What's the worst that can happen? That's what I keep telling them. Shadows are no trifle. Wait, but no way to learn without trying. Claire. Oh my gosh. I'm of both minds. A letter. A letter. Yes, write a letter. Stinky will carry it. Stinky always goes on these, and we'll give it to when we find her. I, for one, prefer not to have most of our civilization disappear under mysterious circumstances. That's true. Was this when they destroy all my independent contractors? Please, no. We have a lot less cool rooms to leave behind. Tart'targ pulls out a scrap of parchment. Yay! The letter idea worked. Ha 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 ha. The town is paved now. Some of that would probably survive. Yeah, just the road. But none of the buildings, maybe. Oh, castle. Castle ruins. The Alliance Castle ruins and ruin stones wood, and that would be it. Oh, maybe Ash Island Temple. Oh, and the chicks will survive. We do have a fancy paved street now, thanks to Callion. Yes, Callion did give us a paved thing. Rah, rah, rah. I'm sure Future will explore that as ruins. Here's Tart'targ. Maybe she could persuade the doubters among you. That is not a good place for a vacation. Ooh, vacation? Did somebody say vacation? You mean it is? See, I take everything out of it. So that means it's a good place to go. I want a vacation. Yeah, I'm on. Tart'targ, what happened to the rest of your civilization? Clearly more survived than we thought, but it seems your people were vast. They have gone into hiding or moved on. They probably transitioned into, maybe they fell into, maybe they are in the shadows. All her group, they're actually the shadows and just trying to get back. I think we need to repair the other altars, like the one in Estuary or wherever that village is. Where were we that we need to repair an altar? So we need to repair some altars, I think. Where is the altar? Is that sitting right there in front of me? So she's Tart'targ isn't sure. We can travel by night in the rain if that would be more comfortable for you. Altars? She says there's this weird sound. Would be good. I was thinking that. I couldn't remember which one it was. Yeah. Would be good to fix the one up in the mountains. Yeah, that's the one where those little, the ones are trapped. Some of the young folks suffer for some of the young folks are suffering. We don't know how to fix them. In a nutshell, we don't know. Oh, of course, Sawyer. Now she gets to her part. Blood pool. Blood. She wants blood. Seeing spirits are getting through but are trapped in between. Oh, they're still stuck in Purg? Yes, right, because they're probably still in Purg. Or we can change them out. Oh yeah, the guy in Purgatory, well. That's different? He's not one of them? Oh, ignore me again. Okay. Tart'targ reads the card on the gift to herself and smiles a tiny smile. Huh? Inquiring minds want to know. What did it say? want to get Gale out of there. Okay, so we gotta get Gale out of the mountain area. Basuher. No, isn't that who we got? Then who was at the catapult? Wasn't that Gale? Or was that somebody else? Don't know. Fixing altars isn't what I'm known for. Who do we ask? Who would know? Send us on another quest. Tell us. Yeah, Hekkus has been like busier. Is he still there? Okay, Hekkus doesn't know what to do. But he fixed our altar, I thought. He wouldn't know. Not what he's good at either. But he'd want her out of there. The mountains. Hekkus. There's a name. Could imagine he'd help. Or, what was her name? Splaragma? I can't even say that. Splaragma? Splaragma. She's trying to say it. Splaragma. That's a great way to say it. Pelaegia is what she's talking about. Always dancing about that one. Ah, yes, Pelaegia. Dancing. Tart'targ seals the scroll with a stamp. Oh, so we can't read it. Darn, too bad. I'm pretty sure Stinky will get a peek at it. Stinky will find ways to peek at it. Who's gonna take this to Orchid for me? I thought Stinky was said he would. Like, oh, cool. She's yar. Sky Mystic's got this. She's trustworthy. Like Gemmery. Yes, Whirl is very trustworthy. Tart'targ tosses the scroll. Whirlwind catches? Meme? Meme. We can catch it clumsily. No, stick it someplace where it'll be safe and it won't fall off, even when you fall. Not keen on the sports, that one. If you find her, have her come visit sometime. She'll probably need to be escorted. I'll relay your message. What was that? So we got Prince Pelaegia. Is that who we're looking for? Or Buller, though? I can't think of the name anymore. It was something M. Where would I look to introduce myself if we're looking for Pelaegia? I'm just trying to think. That was a hard name to come up with. So obviously it's a real person. Oh, excuse me. Healer type. Oh, okay. So who's got the Sunstone then? Used to be one of the best. Oh. Sprite? Yeah, we know where to find her. Kidnap her from the temple, that'd be fun. Or Spiritus. Cespus. I think it's a different name. Maragamara. Max Ragma. No, no, not Ems. Max Ragma. I'm partial to Respia. Regeneration. I say, I call for Max Ragma. As long as we're coming up with some funny names. Tart'targ looks distracted. Oh, somebody feed her something. I think somebody said feed Tart'targ something. Yeah, feed Miss Tart'targ. Oh, well, I'm supposed to give her to her. Maybe I should have not drinking my grog and just brought it. Oh, there you go. Yeah, she needs something. She's getting tired. So give her alcohol, which will further depress her system and make her even more tired. But for a while, she'll be more talkative. She was a fine alchemist and a wonderful healer. Wait, a name! Name. She's just such a roundabout way to give us all this information. Oh, alchemist. Stained finger or something like that. So she's looking around at us again. Uh-oh. Midnight. Oh, there goes that weird smell again. Praise beer. I think I have to turn up. So, just so we're on the same moment in time. Somebody wants to open the gates. Others want to close. More energy will help with either one of those. The closing is really much wiser. This is going to take a long time, in other words. Expect it to take a long time. Oops, I can't do that. Oops. This is... Starting to smell things burning. Motor. Oh, shoot. Cannot let things burn. Did I break anything? Nope. Okay, good. What did Tart'targ say? Wakening machines would help with the energy. Oh, and finding orchid could help with the open and closing of cracks. Oh! Okay. Claire wants to go into the shadow plane. Whirlwind, sure. Yara, the sky mystic. Whirlwind. Wait a minute. She just said for whirlwind, Spurlwind. So that means she's giving us the wrong names. She's got my note for orchid. That should talk to you and pay me a visit. So if she's mixing up an S with a W, the first three letters, SWP, are not whirlwind. WHI. So maybe Schlegera is some other name. Yeah. Just scroll and unscroll. Yeah, me. Oh. Yeah, you did that. Oh, she put the note in her robe. Darn it. Wait, she's got a list of us stuff? What job's that? I think he's trying to get Tart'targ to give Meehan the next note. If you have any letters from Pelaegia or stuff. Yeah, don't give it to Stinky. Thought you said I should come by. That too, but in the meantime. So they're telling her, you would be even better. Tart'targ, I don't think wants to leave her little place. You're right next to her meat frogs. Maybe we could escort you. I think we tried that before, but she won't come. Nostalgic little fool. What the heck? She looked away. So what is Tart'targ thinking about now? I think it means she loves me. Stinkfist be saying. Very well. Oh, this is that. Nostalgia. Some people think it's bad. Brain science says so. Got you okay. When are you headed that way? Oh. Tart'targ peers a gar. Huh. Yeah, we need a. We had a. This time we actually had plenty of champions. We haven't had champions this whole time. Now when we don't need the champions, we got tons of champions. Come back when your sister sends her attorney and ask me that question again. What? Oh, he's trying to again mark the spot so we can just go straight there. Next month when we go is taken out the Red Flag concert. We'd like to meet with Orchid before we descend in Citadel again. So maybe 3 months, yeah. It's 3 months. Which is basically 3 weeks. And NK might be going there very soon. Besides that, it would be sometime to gather the forces. Yeah, we have the force today. That's what's so weird. We actually have the force today. This is, if we had taken this force to Citadel, we wouldn't have had issues. Because I'm looking at this group and it's like, man, I didn't have to heal anybody really. I was just more like just a camera person. Where should I meet you? If we're all still here, I'll come with you then. I have some apprentices to check up on. She has apprentices. They haven't come down from the mountain in some time. What are her apprentices? I wish she'd give us names. Huh, Phil? The mountains are rather dangerous these days. Yes, they are. Yarr. Yarr. That's true. The rifts do come up. Found Phil. If the passes are open, I can make the journey. I fear no darkness for myself. Of course not, Stinkfist is saying. You're a legend. And a badass. Of course she would adjust her head. It's true. Yeah, that's right. Pinya wasn't all we had to find. We can't find Pinya either. So, probably just distracted picking wildflowers. I'm sure she's fine. What do you think he's on to something? What does things should say? Just about praising her seems to work. Anything else? Nah, I got nothing. My mind be blank. Yar. Stinky has a question. And the passages are open but difficult. We had to get to Fountain through one of the ruined narrow underground passages. Thoughts. The stairs to the viaduct are blocked. Oh, that's right. The budding. So. Stinky's looks him up and down. He's got Creed. Who else does he have? Tart'targ looks Stinkfist over. Stinkfist winks at Tart'targ. I told you. Tart'targ looks him up and down. Tart'targ says, it's a small thing. Stinkfist says, yar. Okay. I've never let myself be mastered, but I've heard tell of your bravery, and I admire your youth. Yeah, he is. He be young compared to her. If you're dedicated. So you're puffed up and foolhardy, impulsive. If you're dedicated, bring me gifts of 3. The sands of eternity. That's the first one. Tears from a void fox. And the famous treasure stolen from a queen. What? What would that be? Okay, we'll figure it out. Of course, Sticky overpromises. Overpromise, underdeliver, right? No. If you're as brave as the stories tell, I'm sure it'll be no trouble. Tart'targ snickers. Oh boy. Who has who wrapped around their little finger? Come back when you taste the centuries of sun and your skin scrolling. Scrolling. Alright, what's Stinky just promise? I can get these things for ye. Scrolling, new name. I don't care what I gotta murder to get them. Tart'targ. This is from Tucking. I believe we can understand the ancient triangles now. Anything. Whispering. Anything for ye. That's so, sailorfish. So, she didn't even hear from him. She's not much into those runes, I guess. True in the tomb. Well, what time is it? Okay. Is that a good time? Yeah, it is. My clock is actually right. Can you write out Pelaegia's name? I know, because I was thinking that she has their replacements. Yeah, because she's the S, the P, and the W for Wolwen's name. She replaced the W-H-I part. Can't remember her name quite exactly. Book thief. Okay, we could go look for a book thief. There's so many things. Book thief. So she's one of the librarians. Oh, weather. So talk about bringing the past to the present. Oh, Tart'targ does not like Froon. What did Froon say? Oh, Froon just talked about the triangle stuff. Oh no, he said of the Orga Madeline the shadows, and that caused her to react. Yeah, Tart'targ. Harper's asking, are the ancients still alive? Next question. And how the ancients use the power of the shadows to gain power, and it seems to cause their downfall. That's Froon. She's gonna narrow her eyes even more so. Does she shoot dagger eyes at him? We have a broken mirror and the markings of Josephus near it back in our town. Would you know how we can fix the mirror? She told us that earlier. We gotta go find this other guy. So we had to find somebody else for the mirror. And Splegmore or something. Why were the orc creative? Where's the action? That was Harper and I. Where are those muffins? Hold on, Harper. Gar, let Froon and Fanan finish their line of thinking. Yes, but smarter folks than we solved the clue. I get the feeling they're going to go into part C. Yep. Well. Darn, that was our... I don't know. So she just nodded after all that. She nodded off. I'll get ready to nod off. Yes, I did say that. That's why he said it. Just to remind her, she did say. Yes. I'm about ready to fall asleep, guys. Oh, why isn't this scripted? That's what I like about our Probably Productions. We script everything out. Uh-oh, here she goes, pulling down the brim of her hat. Yes. There are parts that seem almost fanciful. The breaking of time, for example. Fanciful? How so? Fanciful? Oh, look at her. She just moved Stinky out of the way. Woohoo! Such things are far beyond our ability. What is fanciful about that? Let alone our comprehension. I don't find it fanciful, but I would like to learn much more. I thought they said they already figured it out. Get this urge to go sit there and fall on that wheel. Alright, we just lost somebody. It's clear that the ancients achieved great things. This is Fernie talking. Yeah, they built us all these lovely little altars so we can purge back for them. And but the shadows seem to have destroyed much of that. What? Oh boy. Yeah, no, I'm closing my eyes too. Tar's closing her eyes, I'd be closing my eyes. I'm tired. Okay, here we go. Yes, that's true. Oh, I know I forgot to do. While I'm doing that, I can be doing some of this. Paste. Much is lost. Oops. Lost or gone, harbor us. Isn't lost also gone? Can the lost be found? Alright, I'm caught up, except for the E-Life one. I suppose it depends on what happened, Meehan. I know what I want to eat. Oh, I'm so hungry. I have been to that place. So, Briss asks Tart'targ, have you ever been inside the shadow plane, or did you send some friends in and lose them? Lost, gone, mostly the same, some of both. Harper asks, you have been to the shadow plane? Everybody's just like, wake up. Tart'targ nods curtly. Ooh, sound like a not a happy memory for her. I wouldn't call them alive. Well, she managed to live. So Briss says, were there any other living beings aside from the shadows that were in the plane? Yeah, isn't that where the ancients went? I bet the feeling that that's where the ancients went. Something lured them there. Harper's making a diagnosis here. The answer to that is less straightforward than you might expect. Kind of both, huh? They're kind of here and they're kind of not. Kind of lost and kind of not. So now we're talking metaphysics. You can't have one until the other one exists first. Oh, do not lose my thing. Quite right, she said in answer to Fanan. A shadow doesn't exist until there's an object to cast it. Whirl says the shadows seem to take cues from us. Stinkfist seems to know something about the shape of scary eternity. Tart'targ mouth sands to Stinkfist. I doubt such things are true in the shadow plane, Fern says. Light dictates where shadows are, Whirl says. Stinkfist nods to Tart'targ. What are they passing back and forth now? Are they winking at each other again? Ew! Yeah, that's fine. I think it's funny. Inquiring mind wants to know. I think that's enough riddles for one day. Let's eat muffins and have you on your way. Yeah, let's. I'll be tired. Yar, muffins. Oh, 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 muffins! I want some. Run. Push, push, shove. I can't get out. Muffins, muffins, muffins. I can't get through. Pull me, somebody pull me. Thank you. I can't type. Use. Now I ate it. No one ever said that about my bacon before. I don't know what they said about her bacon. Bacon! Sorry. Returning it to my pack. Okay. Tart'targ glares at Root for not eating. Yeah, you're supposed to eat it. What's the book thief? Always the book thief. Root got busted. That one was literally handed to me. The others, well, I share your severe distastes for book theft, says Fanan. Oh, that's right. Riri doesn't know how many I have. I guess I shouldn't talk about my independent contractor called Not English Books. Every time we might prove worthy ourselves. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Pete. Start thing. Ponder. We could return one of your books to you. Perhaps we'll be able to write all this down in a book when we're done. I think Doomcare is pretty good about publishing it. We found your book on orbiting gates. Did you enjoy it? I couldn't make heads or tails of it. How do you orbit gate? And what is an orb? Tart'targ looks around for anyone who might understand the theory. Not me. My brain be like fried right now. All it be, well, it's not empty, just be thinking about food and sleep. God pointed to the mysticky lady. Probably none of them. And Fernando, I would really love to try to understand it it is in a rather inaccessible location these days. It's been some time since I've read it. So my expertise lies mostly in feeding things to the blood pool. That's a good voice for Sawyer. Sawyer has not approved. We shall see if Sawyer approves. That sad moment when you admit to the author you've not read their work. Ooh! Your folk have made many of our deliberately inaccessible locations accessible again. And she's cackling over that? Sinky, we like to meddle. Especially the mystics. It seems to be a talent of exiles. I wouldn't be so quick to point the finger, Sawyer. It's just like... That seemed to set her off. You're spent with their blood pool the same way mystics poke you and knowing. Knowing and telling are different things. I don't see it. That is Tart'targ. Knowing and telling are different things. Awake, Ak! More exiles have mystic nature than care to admit. Yeah, I wish I could admit that, but no, that is not one of mine. Yet. I can't figure out how to start. Tart'targ's mouth feels dry from all this talking. Who's got ale? Somebody give her an ale. Somebody. I don't have it. I drank my grog. Or beer. I think the muffin would make it worse. Fungal water. Yeah, get the fungal water. But she'll drink it. She's supposed to, like, plant it somewhere. Tasty. Tart'targ, you said you were going to taste the shadows. What does that mean? I think Tart'targ is thirsty. As I said, give her something. Yeah, her makeup for your rudeness and give her your water root. What was your impression? Admittedly, I'm sure how that works. How do you taste the rainbow? I mean the shadows. I gotta move up a little bit. I want to be in the picture more. Fungal water. I mean. Looks in his boots. I do. I have to scoot by me, hand. Decay message. I can't give you any more karma. I taste them thickening like a gravy simmering. That actually sounds good. Now I want something with gravy in it. Oh, jeez. I want biscuits and gravy. I may just run over to Waffle House just to get biscuits and gravy. No, I can't do that. I want biscuits and gravy now that they mentioned it. Come on. Okay, Froon. I don't suppose you could let us in to see the machines. We always have to go the long way around. What he's talking about? Is it rude to offer or not offer boot water to my host? Since you seem to have let yourself in anyway. What's he talking about? Is there a way in? Which way? Where is it in? How do you, we gotta going around? Where are we again? Estuary. South Brave Merville, no. We went south from estuary. Went up. Oh, we're in one of the caves, that's right. Tell me where we're at. Froggies. Hello. And there she goes. Look at her. Follow her. Follow her. Follow her. I'm trying to get over there. Follow, 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 follow. Oh, cool. I'm trying to move, but I can't. Alright. Good enough. Oh, cool. She brought us in here. Blue is... How rude of us not to ask. Pretending politeness now won't change anything. Okay, so Tart'targ. Mine says, mind if I power them. And it says, thank you, Tart'targ. Mind if I power them? Tart'targ says, go on ahead. You never asked before. I can't seem to get these to power, though. This is what we call the River Delta node. Ruth's making a fungal water martini. Is this like a mysticky node? Because I can't do anything with it. Huh. That's weird. I'm just sitting in here. I'm losing some of my health, but I'm on the moonstone. Oh, there's more of them coming out. I see him now. This doesn't seem to be working. Trying to... Did we do it? There we go. This is a blue. Healer blue. Are the shadows attracted to mundane energy? Turned into a frog. No doubt about that. No, they remind me a bit of. Tart'targ takes a drink from a root. Laffy went and turned to stone. Oh dear God, thank goodness. No, we got a shadow bell. Tart'targ sniffs the drink. Okay. And right, the shadow folk. They remind me of those little pinchy bugs. Yeah, I'm still here. Have you seen one of these? You know, the ones I mean, they get all cozy in little spaces. Oh, wrong one. You know, the ones I mean, they get all cozy in little spaces. Yes. Shadow bell. Huh. How does Fernand have a... Wait a minute, is he gonna bring that thing in here? Root X normal. Okay. Anyway, pinchy bugs, they can travel a long ways if they stay in a dark crack. Huh. Where'd Claire go? Do we lose Claire? No, Claire must be here. I was right there. Nope. These machines, well, they're they're all dark lights, so it's sort of a natural habitat for them. And they don't mind all that energy gathered there either. Huh. That's interesting. We need to bring her medicine. Because she might not be able to help much longer. She needs medicine. If she's coughing like that, it can't be good. Tart'targ ignores Finance question. What was Finance question? Were the machines constructed using the shadow light that Madeline found? Okay. She doesn't want to answer that. Snickering at Tart'targ refuses to answer his question. Those machines were built where they need to be. Okay. There used to be a floor in here, not anymore. Used to be walls too. Definitely ruins here. I'm going to have a short laydown now, so you can just let yourselves out when you're done. And leave my books alone. Root. Not doing some middle Giardini. It's delicious. Praise the sun. Thank you. Are we leaving? Yeah, I think we are. I'm ready to go. Follow the Callion. Ah! Look at the piper. Alright. Maybe. Why, yes. I will definitely take that. I gotta go eat. Me's hungry. Me's so hungry. Alright, so that was it. We just bailed. Took the quick way home. That was quick and easy to go back that way. I didn't see what she says. If you're in the room, the entry back to Tart'targ's cave is south. I got the river skiff. I just followed them. Thanks. Alright. Bye, peoples. I'll be going night-night now. Alright. Night-night. Where's my night-night? Night all. Enjoying this guy. Slept. And we will see you maybe Sunday night. I'm not sure. I have crazy week this week, so I probably won't make it until next Friday. And I think next week is Bard concert on Saturday, so alright. See you then. Bye.